What's up? Hey guys, it's Jerome here, and I am back with you guys for the Hollow Season 1, Episode 2. So, how this episode starts off is basically Mira, Adam, and Kai are basically wrapped up in this rope within this, I guess, a prison. I'm going to assume that it's a prison. And they're basically bantering back and forth. I may be talking about them bantering a lot because that's essentially what this episode is really all about. So they're talking back and forth, and Kai makes this really stupid ass joke, but it's whatever. Didn't really do anything for me, but that's nor here nor there. So basically, they're trying to figure out what's happening, what's going on. So these ox humanoid people come out and they're like speaking in another language, and they're like making all these expressions and emotions, I guess. And I guess Mira, which is the one that has the some type of telepathic language, whatever you want to call it, power, is able to basically speak to them. And she's basically saying that they ain't shit. And they pretty much want to kill us. So they get put into this like weird maze thing. Basically, they get left to this, I guess they're almost like it's almost like a sacrifice that they're getting left to, which is really weird. And I don't really understand too much of what was going on, but the ox humanoid people run out, and it's this big gigantic ox creature that comes out, and it basically wants to eat them. They're tied up. Then obviously Adam is able to break out of the chains because he has enhanced physical strength. And he helps out Kai. And then Kai ends up trying to run off, but then he's like, "Oh, my bad. Can you guys hurry the hell up?" And Mira's like, "Just leave me. Just leave me to die." And then the creature comes in and she's like, "Okay, hurry it up, because I don't want to die." I'm just like, you need to make up your mind. Make up your mind. So they all get scattered. They're running around. And it's pretty much like a kind of just a goose chase, I guess. And then Mira, I'm skipping a lot because there's not much that happens in this episode. So Mira finds this hole because she gets cornered. And basically, she goes down in the hole. Kai runs over to the hole. Adam does this whole kick, flip, jump shit and gets into the hole as well and leaves the creature out. And he's just mad as hell. And then Kai's dumbass is like, "Cough, cough, you ain't shit. You ain't never gonna be shit." And then he got snotted on by the creature. And I was like, that is exactly what your ass gets. But I digress. So they're walking through this, I would say, they're walking through this cave, super dark. Then they meet this woman, and she has like a partial kitchen, which is super weird. But they go in. The woman says, "Hey, can we get some food?" She feeds them, and basically Adam's like, "Let's just go." And Kai's like, "I don't think this is a good idea." And Adam's like, "Just come on." Now, something I will say is that Adam was really, really pissing me off. Like, he was really giving me, like, Captain America vibes and being, like, a little self-righteous. Well, I wouldn't know. I feel like self-righteous is the wrong word. I think more of, like, he knew it. Like, he knows everything. He knows what to do, and he doesn't. And I need him to admit when he's wrong, and I also need him to admit when he needs someone else to take the wheel. So they're basically eating or whatever, and then the woman hears something that Kai says, and then she starts freaking out. Then she turns into this like ugly little hag thing, and she starts attacking Kai. She jumps across the table, slams him on the ground, and starts sucking out his soul. Obviously, he gets bopped over the head by the other two. I don't know what the hell took them so long. They were all sitting there. So that happened, and then they end up running. Then they find another witch in the cave. She jumps on top of Mira, starts sucking out her soul, takes Kai like maybe 4 or 5 fucking hits, to actually hit the woman in the back of her head. Finally does it. They start running. And then Kai's like, oh, there's always a third one, something, something. And Adam's like, basically told him to shut the hell up because you don't know what you're talking about. So they're still walking. Then you see the woman crawling on top of the cave like a little roach. And she jumps down on Adam. Kai and Mira on one side, Adam is on the other. And he basically like two-stepped her ass and then smacked her with, I think, a stick. Either a stick or a rock from what I can remember. They end up running. Kai's talking shit to the body and he's like, oh, we got your ass. We bopped you. And then he gets his ass grabbed. And then they have to come. Actually, they didn't come back. Kai kicks the woman in her hand. So they're walking for a long ass time. Mind you, they have a map. And they're like, which way do we go? Kai's like, let me check the map. Adam's like, no. Kai's like, let me check the map. There may be a clue on there. Adam's like, no. And Mira has to step in like, Adam, just let him check the map. And he's like, fine, but you're not going to find anything on there. And this is where I'm just like, Adam, shut your ass up. All we're trying to do is help. The hell? Just doing extra shit. But he was really aggravating. He was really aggravating me in this episode. He really was. So they're basically talking back and forth, and then they look at the map, and they see that there's another section opened on the map, and it's the desert board thing, desert area on the map that's open, and they're like, well, we need to go this way, which didn't really make sense because it's like you don't have a compass, therefore you don't have a compass, therefore you don't really know where you're going, therefore you could just die because you went in a circle. So that didn't really make sense, but it's a TV show, so I guess they just automatically knew where the fuck they were going. They're walking for, I'm assuming, like half a day. Didn't really get anywhere. Then they see these three riders running out of nowhere. And I forgot to include that before they left, before they left the cave, the woman said that death is your friend. Adam's like, what does that mean? So when these three riders come and they pretty much pick them up and they bring them to this silhouette. I wouldn't say it was a silhouette. It's more like the back of someone's body. Adam notices that it might be death because it has a scythe. And that's pretty much it. Like, that's all from the episode. And I guess my final thoughts on it is really just like I said, not much happened in the episode. And that's pretty much it. Not much character development happened either. Pop that bubble and subscribe, like, and I will check you guys later.